course seminar for your batch. Since it is an elective, I think the groups are not formed by the coordinator. So you are having a free hand to form your own groups. As usual, the rule will be minimum 2, maximum 4. And once you form this, let me know what topic you are planning to give the course seminar. Of course, if anyone is interested in using the software like Adams or other simulation tools and carry out a course project, even that is acceptable. That's very fine. Else course seminar, you can go ahead with that. But I need to know the batches. Can you work on this and let me know by next week?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So just to refresh you, in the previous class, let me share the screen. Okay, so in the previous class, we have taken a 4-bar mechanism and using the loop closure equation, we have derived the link lengths R1, R2, R3, and R4. This method is known as blocks method. Okay, so let me show you the direct values over here. Yeah, these are the values. So R1, R2, R3, R4, we have got these values. And I also told that in this analytical method, we have dealt with the Freudenstein's equation as well as the blocks method. In block method, it is strictly only for the crank rocker. You cannot have the crank slider here. So whenever you get a crank slider, by default, you have to solve it using the Freudenstein's equation. So once we have derived all this, let us take up one problem here. So you can note down the problem. I'll dictate it, one line problem, then remaining data I'll write it down. Synthesize a 4-bar linkage linkage to give the following values for the angular velocity and acceleration. So they have given few values. Omega 2 given as 200 radians per second. Omega 3 85 radians per second. And omega 4 130 radians per second. So these are the angular velocities given for this problem. They have also given angular accelerations. Alpha 2 is given as 0 radian per second square. Alpha 3 is given as minus 1000 radian per second square. And alpha 4 is minus 16,000 radian per second square. Okay, I hope all of you have noted down the problem. Let us start with the solution. So we have this equation for R2 as omega 4 alpha 3 plus j into omega 3 square minus omega 3 alpha 4 plus j into omega 4 square. Okay, I'll just solve for R2. So if you have understood this equation, everything, you'll understand that this in this chapter we cannot have more number of problems also, because the value of R2, R3 and R4 are such that all the data will be directly given in the problem. So it is a simple substitution and using your calculator efficiently. That's all this problem is about. Anyways, let us solve this. So omega 4 I have it as 130 and alpha 3 is given as minus 1000 plus j into omega 3 square. So it will be 85 square minus omega 3, that is 85. Inside the bracket we have alpha 4, which is minus 16,000 plus j into omega 4 square. So it is 130 square. This is the equation. Okay, so let me just open up these brackets. So I'll get 1 3 0 1 2 3, right? Yeah, plus j into, it is 85 square multiplied by 130. So I'm just writing the value. Let me know if it is correct. It comes out to be 939250. It is correct. Then we have minus into minus plus 85 into 16,000. So this will be 136 and 4 zeros. Minus j into, it is 130 square multiplied by 85. So this will be 1436500. This is the equation you are getting. So if I simplify this, I'll get 1 2 3 4 zeros minus j into 497250. So this is what I'm getting R2 as. I hope all of you are getting this answer.
Yes, sir.
So here I'll just write down what is this real part or real value here. It is this. Imaginary is nothing but the coefficient of j, so which is minus 497250. Okay, so this is real term and this is imaginary term. Now how to solve this? So R2 is given by square root of real term square plus imaginary term square. So just substitute these values and let me know what is the answer. I'm getting it as 1.3267 into 10 raised to 6.
Yes, sir.
Now the question is, what is the unit of this? See, we have used the angular velocity and angular acceleration, which are in terms of radians per second and radian per second square. So which means you can take any unit for this. So this I'm just going to write as 1.326 into 10 raised to 6 units. So this can be in mm or it can be in meter. Okay, so this is the value of R2. Similarly, I can also find out the value of theta 2. The formula is given as tan inverse of imaginary term divided by the real term. So that is nothing but tan inverse of minus 497,250 divided by 1, 2, 3 and 4 zeros. Okay. So I think you'll get the answer as minus 22 degrees.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So this R2, R3, R4 value stands only if R1 is 1 unit, right?
No, this is a yeah, very good question. I'll come this at the end. We'll talk about R1 at the end. Need not that it is not mandatory that R1 should be 1 unit. So this will talk about at the end of this problem.
Yes, sir.
Very good question. Okay. So on the similar lines, let us. I hope you have got these answers for R2 and theta 2. So on similar lines, we can also find out R3. So equation you already know, it is omega 2 alpha 4 plus j into omega 4 minus omega 4 alpha 2 plus j omega 2. So once again, you know all the values. So just substitute and let me know what is the value for R3. So let me know if I'm getting the real term as 3.2 into 10 raised to 6 minus 1.82 into 10 raised to 6 j. So this is what I'm getting when I solve it. This is the real part and this is the imaginary part. Yes, what is the answer? Square root of real square plus imaginary square. What is the answer? (32.05 into 10 raised to 6). Are you getting this? Hello?
So
Am I audible?
36.8. 36.8.
36.8. Whether this real term and imaginary term that I've written over here, are they correct? Or any changes in that value?
And they are same.
Okay. So it is 3.2.
Sir, it is 36.8.
Yeah, correct. (36.8 into 10 raised to 6). So similarly, I guess theta value you should be getting it as 29.6.
Yes, sir. 29.63.
So that was our second calculation. Now let us move to the third. That is R4. So it is again omega 4 alpha 2 plus j into omega 2 square minus omega 2 into alpha 4 plus j into omega 4 square.
Omega 3 in the first place.
Yeah, sorry. I think this should be 3, right?
Sir, alpha 3.
Yeah, yeah. Alpha 3 plus omega 3 square. Yes, just substitute the values and let me know.
Sir, j into omega 3.
Yeah. Just one. So what is the answer? I don't have this. Is it 1.96 into 10 raised to 3?
So 2.79 10 raised to 5.
2.79 into 10 raised to 5. Okay. This is the answer that we're getting. Others, please confirm if the answer is different. Please let us know. What is the angle?
44.35, sir.
Others, please verify because usually the angle for theta 4 will be a little bit on higher side compared to other angles. Done till here? Is anyone still doing this value calculation for R4, or if you're done, please let me know. Okay, since no one is replying, I'll assume that you guys have finished till here. And to get the value of R1, okay, as you had asked me before, that if these values are true only if R1 is equal to 1 unit. Okay, that is what we had taken in the derivation. Okay, we'll just see the derivation part. Let me go back to the previous class. Okay, so if all of you can see here. So we have this equation that is in vector notation, whatever we have got this equation. And in this equation, we have substituted the value of R1 as 1 unit and then proceeded with the calculations. Remember, this 1 unit is taken just to make the derivation easy, but I will stick to the equation just before this assumption. So whatever assumption we have made just before that, whatever is the equation, I'll stick around with this equation so that we are not dealing with any sort of assumption here. Okay, so I'll use this above equation in the existing problem and see how to go ahead and solve this. So what we had is, I'll write down here. Okay. So as per that, we have loop closure equation in vector notation R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 equal to 0. So I'll get R1 equal to minus R2 minus R3 minus R4. Okay, now do not substitute the values of R2, R3 and R4 directly here. Okay, remember what I've written it is in polar notation, sorry, in vector notation. I still need to solve this as per the polar notation only. So I'll write the value of R2, whatever you have got, the real term and imaginary term, if you remember this. So it is minus sign outside, and R2 is nothing but 1, 2, 3 with 4 zeros minus J into, what was the imaginary term? 497250. So this is our R2 term. Similarly, minus R3 term. So I think it is 3.2 into 10 raised to 6 is the real term, minus j into 1.82 into 10 raised to 6, minus I want R4 term. I have not calculated R4. Can anyone tell me what is the real term here?
So it is 2 and 5 zeros.
Okay, so 2 into 10 raised to 5.
2 into 10 raised to 5. 1
And j?
plus j into
Yeah.
195500.
Okay, so 195500. These are the values here. Now I'm going to add all the real terms of these three values and all the imaginary terms of these
So
values.
that 3.2 is negative term. R3.
Yeah. Okay, so this is minus 3 point, correct. So let me know if you add up all the real terms, what is that you're getting? You're getting 1.7 as the real term into 10 raised to 6. I'm not sure about this. Just please let me know if they are correct. This is what I'm getting answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'm getting different answer.
This what is the answer you are getting?
So minus 4.63 10 raised to 6.
A real term is negative.
So just a minute.
No, real term can't be negative.
Yeah, yes, sir, it is correct. 1.77.
Okay. And the imaginary part is also correct, I guess. 3.622 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, so this is real term, this is imaginary term. Now I can calculate the value of R1 as a square root of real term square plus imaginary term square. So it's 1.77 into 10 raised to 6 square plus I'm getting 1.806 into 10 raised to 6.
So imaginary term is 2.12.
2.12.
Yes, I'm getting. So if
Others,
anyone else is getting the same.
Sir, it is like 2.101.
okay, into 10 raised to 5.
Yeah, 6. 10 raised to 6, sir. 2.12 10 raised to 6.
2.1 into 10 raised to 6.
Sir,
So
2.74 into 10
2.76,
raised to
sir.
3.
10 raised to 6, sir.
2.74
10 raised to 6.
10 to 6. So this is our R1 value. Similarly, I also get theta 1 here. So it is 2.1 divided by 1.77 tan inverse of answer. How much you are getting?
$50.14.
Close to 50, all right here. Okay, so I hope this answers your doubt which you had asked at the beginning, that whether R1 is whether R2, R3, R4 holds good only if R1 is 1 unit. Then this is the answer for that. R1 1 unit is what we had assumed. So we have considered the equation just before the assumption in order to get R1. And at this stage, wherein you are writing R1 is equal to minus R2 minus R3 minus R4, do not take the direct values of R2, R3 and R4, because what equation you have written here is in vector notation, and what values you have got is through the polar notation. So we need to write them in the polar form only and then get the answer. So I hope this problem is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now the only variation in this problem is I can change these values. So instead of alpha to 0, I can make it as 100 or some value I can give. It creates another problem. So let me know if you want me to solve one more problem on this. All I have to do is I'll just change any 2 or 3 values of this, put other numbers, solve it.
Sir, yes, in next class you can solve.